I'm sorry?
You can film all you want. I don't mind.
Right.
We have weapons in our car, so would you mind giving us about a 15-feet buffer?
Sure.
Thank you
No
very
problem.
much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm done. If you guys, was that just a PI or a DWI?
No, well, I mean, it's okay. So
Right. I know. I mean, it looked like it was by the book. I just want to protect. You know, I'm just here, peaceful streets. That's all.
You do what you need to do.
All right. Cool.
No, they should have the 28. Did you give them the address? Yeah, tell them I sent the address in the parking lot of 1214. That's it. And then, how's your night been?
It's been good. We went downtown and we're. No, I don't mind at all.
Who are you with?
I'm with Peaceful Streets Project.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah. So, you know, our thing is just to watch everybody, make sure everything's all good, and.
I don't care. Like, we watch ourselves. Like I said, we're always on camera. So
Right. I know. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff down there. I know it gets crazy. So.
Yeah, just for future reference. Every officer's different. They handle things differently. Their perspectives on safety are different.
Right.
But we do have weapons in the car, so
I understand.
The whole, you know about the 21-foot rule?
I don't think they've said that, but they always tell, like Hippolito says, you got to maintain a distance or whatever.
The 21-foot rule is basically like if you have a knife and you're within 21 feet of me, like it's almost guaranteed that you can get to me and stab me before I can pull out my gun.
Yeah.
So it's like this round rule in law enforcement that's the kind of distance you want between yourself and anybody that you don't know what's going on with, blah, blah, blah. So just to be reasonable and probably smart, I would probably apply that to cop cars and police officers too. As long as you're outside of 21 feet, you can generally say you're okay. If there's a crazy fight or something going on, they might ask you to move back. But just like right now, I'm just saying, you know, this is kind of close. We're just kind of trying to be safe and stuff like that. So
yeah, but where does this come from, this 21 feet?
These are FBI studies.
Oh, really?
Yes, they're extensive FBI studies. I believe that's where they're from, and they checked, okay, from 10 feet, can you get to them? Yes. 15 feet.
But does that mean you can shoot them? But they have to have a weapon, right? But it doesn't make sense to shoot somebody with a knife? Or?
No, actually, it does. It's still a deadly weapon. That's not one of the things I can answer because those decisions are on a case-by-case basis. It's not black and white. A lot of our job isn't black and white. So you can't say, this case you always shoot, this case you never shoot. It's not like that. It's just completely up to what happens. It's completely dynamic. I don't know if you've ever been attacked with a knife before. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, well.
A lot of damage, and it's a horrible way to die.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just letting you know that's.
Yeah, no, I understand. You know, I understand that part for sure, and we're always about that too. But I never understood why cops like shoot somebody, like for instance in Anaheim right now, the guy that was supposedly in his waistband, I mean, the guy's already shooting him. He doesn't even see a gun. It used to be like they had to come out with something. You're like, hold it, and they don't do that anymore, do they?
Well, there's a lot of misconceptions. You got to remember, what you see in the media is only what
they portray.
Okay, so there's always two sides of the story. Just like there's two sides to the story when an officer's involved, there's also the suspect side. Anything else. So the honest truth, the God's honest truth that I've learned from doing this job is you can't ever judge unless you were there. For the suspect side or for the officer side, that's why we have court, so everybody can tell your side.
I know, but what happens when later on you find they were unarmed and you thought, and then you take somebody's life? I don't know. That always makes me wonder.
Yeah,
how,
and that's what goes down the court, but the justification for that is you feeling that your life is threatened or the life of another person is threatened, and it's all basically up to
the person.
People too. And one thing I think that people forget is that just because everybody says, well, they signed up for that job. Okay, regardless of who you are, you don't sign up to die. I mean, I got family.
Right. Everybody knows that. That's not an issue.
We hear that a lot. Like, they signed up for this. They knew it was dangerous. Yeah, but that doesn't give people the right to hurt me. I'm still a person.
Right.
And what people forget is I still have rights as a human. So I have the right to protect myself. I have the right to pursue freedom, happiness, and have my life protected.
But it's just like if I did that. Like, say somebody was coming at me and I shot him anyway.
If they were coming at you with what?
Just what I thought was they went for their waist and I shot them as just a human, like
Name
human.
One time where
I'm just saying, like, if I did that and I thought and they didn't have a weapon, don't you think I'd be prosecuted for murder?
Well, we still get brought to a grand jury anyway. You would probably get brought to
But
a
you
grand
guys
jury.
don't get charged that much.
Name one civilian that's defend themselves in that situation where they've been charged.
Name a civilian? There's
Because that's
plenty
what you're
of
talking
people
about, right? A
like there's
civilian?
plenty of people that get charged with murder that have shot other people,
Well,
right?
I would read the case notes really and look in depth. Because like I said,
Yeah.
you never know the full story unless you read the full case notes and you go to the trial and stuff like
Right.
that. What I'm just saying is the rules that apply to us, it's not that we're special. It's just that we're people too. We have a dangerous job. So honestly, if somebody came at you and believed that they're acting hostile towards you and you thought they had a weapon and you shot them in defense of yourself, as long as you could reasonably justify it, I mean, it goes to court, they hear it out, and you're treated just like anybody else. I mean, because you're a person. Nobody has the right to threaten your life. And if you perceive it as a threat, you can react accordingly. You just have to be able to show that you're justified. When you say, I felt like I was threatened. Okay, great. You felt like you were threatened. Just like when we say it, I felt like I was threatened. Okay, great. Why? The why is everything. The why is everything. And it just depends person to person. Some people can't justify why. They just say, I felt I was threatened. Why? I don't know. If you don't have a good answer, you just took somebody's life. Whereas if you have a good why, you probably have a better chance of defending yourself, defending your actions. The why is everything, you know what I mean? Why is the answer that keeps people in and out of jail. So,
Well, I appreciate you talking to me about it. What's your name?
Officer Pena?
Pena? You're 6160?
Yes, ma'am.
Because